here with Mr. DreadThor, as usual, the co-host of one of the best podcasts around.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Thank you all for tuning in. As you said, I'm DreadThor, and, you got Loki over here. You can't forget about this little fool.
Little is an understatement. I'm only 5'5", my good sir.
For once, I'm going to leave that one alone.
Amen. Oh, man, we got a lot to talk about, man.
Yes, we
How
do.
how have you been, for one?
Well, considering, last week we didn't really get a podcast in, unfortunately, due to real life issues and updates.
Yeah, and birthdays, you know.
We are sorry about that, but as we are very straightforward with everything that we do and whatnot, we are both blue collar workers. We have a 9 to 5 essentially that we do every day, and sometimes our life just gets in the way.
Oh yeah, and like I said, birthdays and everything else just got in my way. So I am now 29. I am one more year away from
your warranty expiring.
30. Yes, my warranty expiring and everything else starting to break down in my life.
So just remember, folks, next year around this time, Loki will be snap, crackling, and popping a lot more. So, and every time he gets up, you'll hear, yep, there we go. Okay, we're
good. Man, oh man. I'm surprised you haven't noticed yet.
Noticed what? Your bangs?
What am I missing?
Your hat?
Yeah. I think this is the first time I've ever been on camera without a hat.
Where's your hat?
Yeah.
Where's the hat?
Figured not to wear a hat today.
Where's the hat? No.
Where's the drugs?
No, I was doing a reference towards what's in the box? What's in the box?
See, I was going for the reference of what is that movie? Oh, Batman. When he's beating up the Joker, he's like, "Where are the drugs?"
But no, this past week, I have been doing extra work. Done some extra overtime at my job. Helped a coworker out who's got some stuff going on that he had to take care of.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Unfortunately, it's life. So
yeah,
if you can't tell by the way we're talking about it, I don't want to put his information out there, but he had family troubles going on, and you can guess from there.
Yeah, not so good family troubles. Yeah, I mean, all last week I was dealing with my birthday, doing some stuff with the neighbor. His back was killing him, so I figured to go over there and help him out. Dealing with the family campground. They wanted me to go check it out, so I went up there for the first time in the past 2 years. They've owned it, or owned their spot, anyways. And then, God, what did I do Sunday? I did something Sunday, and I was like, man, like I just got completely busy. I mean, work's killing me. Everything last week, and now I'm back in the steady flow of things. I mean, I streamed finally this week after missing all of last week of streaming. So
yeah, don't worry, guys. For the people who do watch our streams, the Dragon Wild streams will be coming back. Hopefully this upcoming Saturday.
Oh yeah, and as you can tell over here in this corner, I have something new. I bought myself a new gaming laptop. Huh?
Girdle?
Yeah, a turtle.
No, girdle.
Oh, girdle. I thought you said turtle. I was like, yeah, this thing's bulky like a turtle. No, I bought a new gaming laptop. I figured as much just because when I go and house it and when I do or I'm out of town or something, I usually take like my Xbox, my TV, and then like everything with it to go stream and play when I'm doing that stuff. Well, I figured because I work construction, I work like hours away into areas that aren't relatively like kind areas to leave that kind of nice stuff in my vehicle during the day, and I'm nowhere near my car. I figured might as well just grab something portable that I can take everywhere, play games with, and then not only that, but to keep bringing like Dragon's Wilds gameplay and all that with me instead of going from 1 to 2 weeks away from playing that with DreadThor. So I went out and bought a a Dell gaming laptop with a 4060 in it, and I just actually upgraded the RAM for it with a DDR5, 16 gigs.
Only 16
So
gigs?
16 gigs per stick.
Oh, so 32. Get it? Come
32.
on now, you're
Yeah.
talking to PC people out here now. You gotta be specific with this.
Hey man. I'm not a PC guy. I mean, I am now, but or starting to get to that point. But
Listen, we're going to get him there, guys. We're going to get him to the elite race of PC gamer.
I mean, you could try. But in all honesty,
Listen. I'm going to tell you this very easily.
uh,
You can still play Call of Duty with your controller on PC, and it would be better.
oh, I'm aware. I'm aware of that, but I will always be a console guy. Just because, and I say this now, just because there's a couple of games that I play that have not come out to PC first, and I'm a big person that I want to play the game first.
What game would that be?
So, what was the one that I just played recently? That is, um, so when Lords of the Fallen officially first came out, it wasn't on PC. The original Lords of the Fallen, like that was strictly Xbox.
Is it on Game Pass?
It is now. Anyways, it wasn't before.
Okay, so it's on Game Pass now. So you can now
Yeah.
play that on PC.
Yeah. Well, I don't pay Game Pass. I pay
Well,
just for the game.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you get Game Pass and stuff like that, you can play these games on your PC. It's just one
Oh
of those
yeah.
little benefits.
Oh yeah.
But
And then
he did have help getting that computer, by the way. Don't let him think he did it all himself.
yeah, DreadThor commented about it, but in all honesty, the major help for getting this PC was actually from my uncle.
Yeah.
He was
We sit here and went through 5 different PCs.
we did, but in the long scheme of things, I sent those same ones to my uncle, who is I'm not gonna say where he works, but he is a lead um tech guy at a college. So
But
I went through DreadThor first, picked his brain a little, and then went to my uncle. So I'll give DreadThor some credit on that.
yeah, DreadThor was also the one that came up with this would be a good gaming laptop, but you need the RAM
Yep.
upgrade.
Yep. I won't deny it. I won't deny it. That's why I'm giving you credit.
But I have to
For
say,
credit due.
my laptop, it's in the box right behind me, in its bag. We're doing some stuff to the room and just needed some extra space, so I got a big box and put some stuff in there that I put the laptop bag on top because it just hides it out of the way, but it's going to be in up for donations and stuff like that because your boy is now able to wear 2X.
Congrats.
So kind of getting those shirts that hang all the way down here
Yep.
out of the wardrobe and donating them so that way I will say this as I'm still big, but yeah, as a big person going to try to go to Goodwill or any of those places and finding clothing that actually fits is nearly impossible.
Yeah.
So whenever I have the opportunity to do that, I do. So that way others can have the opportunity to find the clothes cheaper rates. Because big people clothing is not cheap.
No, it is not.
Um,
Yeah. I mean,
Let's see
other
here.
than that,
I'm trying to figure. Like you were talking about Sunday. Last
yeah,
Sunday,
I can't remember what I did Sunday.
I ended up. I didn't go to the card shop last Sunday. I went to the Sunday before.
So speaking of cards, not gonna bum rush all the way into your or your what you're gonna say here. I need to find out where I can get some Final Fantasy cards.
Are you talking about the Magic the Gathering ones?
Yes.
Oh, dude!
Yes.
Apparently, did you hear that there's like a $3,000 card?
No, I did not actually. I'm gonna actually look that up.
Yeah.
Is it the cloud card?
No,
Because
it's one of the chocobos.
huh.
Yeah, it's crazy. I have no clue where to get them. I haven't looked that far into it, but no. If you can see that bag right here behind me, this is a bunch of my Digimon stuff, and just recently built a new deck.
Nice.
That was 2 weeks ago, and I've already had the opportunity to play it and get a few play tests in before I am contemplating doing a actual event. Um, oh, that's right. I text Loki this because Loki texted me. He's like, "Hey, what time do you want to get on for the podcast?" And I'm like, "Podcast? Today's Saturday.
Oh yeah.
I'm dead ass tired. Why would we do a podcast on Saturday? We didn't talk about doing the podcast early." And Loki was like, "Dread, it's Sunday."
Someday.
I'm like, dude, I'm freaking zonked. I was outside all day, and where I live, it was extremely hot, and I had mowed 2 yards and done a bunch of other stuff, and I was too drained. And then we tried doing Monday, and then Loki had a bunch of stuff go on.
Oh, that's why they're rare. 2 golden chocobos.
Mm-hmm. But
Only 77 were ever printed.
yeah,
And someone's already selling it for 200,000. So
let's see here. If I click on over here, and then I do this, Magic the Gathering.
golden chocobo, but it still pales in comparison to the $2 million price tag of the famous One Ring card from Magic the Gathering, and that was bought by the one and only Post Malone, who's a huge and avid Magic the Gathering player.
Apparently, you can get Commander decks at Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
but it says the pre-order price is $334.99.
Actually, Commander decks, you can still buy some on the Magic website, I do believe. Um, Products. They release on the website June 13th, 2025. So that's why these are pre-order boxes or early buy boxes.
Early access.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's something I'm gonna look into. Not sure how well that's gonna go, but hey, you know what? If we get something, we get something. If we don't, we don't.
So right now, the card store who I am really good friends with, like I'm actually good friends with 2 of the owners there. One's known me since I was a child, and then the other one used to own a card store just east of me who had Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, and that's when I was real big into Yu-Gi-Oh. They messaged me the other day saying or just today actually, saying they still have like 4 boxes or 5 boxes of packs, and I'm talking actual what do you call those boxes?
Boxes of the box of packs,
Yes,
booster
yes,
boxes.
yeah. They have a couple of them left, and they're going for like $150.
You should go buy
So I
one.
might. I'm thinking about it.
Don't listen. You have the opportunity for right now. They have some major prices on these cards, dude. If you don't
Oh,
pull that, if you don't pull that trigger ASAP, you're gonna lose out.
I'm aware, but the I don't touch Magic the Gathering as much anymore. And don't get
At
me wrong,
at this point, it's not about like okay. Even if you
I
don't play it,
it's
you can get him. Like if you get some of these cards, you can just throw them up on TCG Player and sell these mother truckers.
oh I'm aware, but there's one set of cards I am still hunting for, and that is the Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering cards, because as anyone can tell, as the tapestry on my closet that's hanging there, I am a huge and avid Lord of the Rings fan.
Do I need to show you a
And
tapestry that's a little bit better?
I've seen your tapestries. But I mean, we're talking Gandalf and the Balrog. I mean, the Balrog is absolutely my top favorite mythical uh fictional character, I should say, from any type of movie, because let's be honest here, who wouldn't who wouldn't love seeing a demon dragon that's created nothing but fire? The dark fire anyways.
Just so you know if I want to see that, but it'd be pretty cool.
I mean, I would love to see a Balrog come out with a flaming whip or a flaming sword and just go
Listen,
around.
we don't need to hear about your kinks.
Say the stop it. No,
We're live right
I
now.
no, I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan,
But yeah,
and I've collected a lot of the Magic cards for Lord of the Rings, and I have a Gandalf card and a Balrog card.
nice.
The big ones that I was trying to go for the longest time was the Witch Kings. The Witch Kings of Angmar, or if you there was a couple Witch Kings of Angmar, but there was also the other Witch Kings, which are called the Nazguls, and I really wanted those cards too, and I couldn't find them in any of the packs I pulled. Like the main, I think the pricing of those was $20 a piece for the variations of the Nazgul.
Very nice.
And that was just on TCG Player. So I'm thinking about hopping on to Boxed again and building a custom box with those cards in it,
All right.
so I can just roll them. Do it the smart way, I should say.
Yeah, I still think you should pull the trigger on getting those Final Fantasy cards because if you can get in the game early, you'll get your money back quick.
I'm probably going to pull the trigger, but not. And I could send them a text and be like, "Hey, can you hold one for me?" And they would. Right now, and DreadThor just found out about this. Right now, I am actually going to get pre-approved to buy a house.
We're not saying congratulations or anything like that yet, but we are wishing him the best of luck.
Yeah, so and the house I'm looking at is actually in a pretty decent area. It's right across. It's literally on the golf course, and what's pretty cool about it though is it's got 2 garages and it's got a big shed on it, and it's on a half acre. So I would probably transform one of those garages into the actual gaming room.
You know, I'm thinking of something here.
Call it the man shed.
Well, hear me out on this, okay?
Yeah,
What if we turned it into the gaming slash podcast room?
I'd be down for that.
And I don't live that far away.
No, no. It'd be
So,
like a
so we live, what was it, like
hour,
two,
2 hours.
I think it was like 2.5 hours at most.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that far.
No, it's not.
You know, go up on the weekend, hang out, do some little bit of vlogging and stuff about going around the area and stuff. Because I personally have not been to his area
No,
and stuff, and we can go to different areas and whatnot. Go to the bigger cities, and we could show you guys around.
yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to show you around the bigger cities up here. We'd have to go down south for those bigger cities. The
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I'm talking like the big city.
yeah.
Because especially the center area, they got a lot of cool stuff there.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Espe-
100.
you know the place I'm talking about where the statue is in the middle,
Yep.
and they have like all those shops around it.
Yep.
I would love to do a vlog and be able, we definitely would have to ask permission and everything to do it, but I would love to take our viewers and show them the candy store.
I'm down.
You know the one I'm talking about
Yes, I do.
because it is awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, the areas around me aren't that bad. Ooh,
Bless you.
sorry. Thank you. The areas around me aren't that bad. It's just more of
Too close.
hit or miss. Yeah, it's like hit or miss depending on which part of the areas you are going to. But yeah, so I am trying to save some money up and then go for the pre-approval and then put an offer in on this house I'm looking at.
I wish I had a soundboard right now. I'd give you the congratulations and all that. Woo!
Yeah, I took the soundboards away.
Um.
Technically, you can't take the soundboards away when they're here. But no. Right? But
Yeah.
no, what I think is funny is it's just some of these cards that keep coming out and more just keep getting more and more expensive. But then when you look at, for instance, I sold a bunch of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I sold all of them for $100. Everything I had for $100, and that's because I think it was this year or a couple weeks ago they announced that they're reprinting all of their sets.
You.
So any card that you have now is just going to get reprinted. So the face value of everything just dropped. Like the whole market for that completely dropped. Which is what it is, you know.
Yeah. Now, I do have to say this. I actually have some good news as well.
Good what?
I have some good news as well.
What's that?
So, the car I have, I'm still paying on.
Yeah.
I'm under 5,000.
Nice.
Actually, I'm under 4,000. I owe
Not bad.
$3,600 on my car.
Nice.
So, you figure 3-4 months, I should have it done.
Oh yeah. And then on top of that, oh, it's a big ass turkey just ran across the backyard. I was like, what? I was like, what was that? Like literally just a turkey just ran across the backyard. So yeah. Anyways, it's it's one of those things that we're gonna be looking at pretty soon.
That's dope, and I'm extremely excited for you, and I really hope it plays out for you.
Yeah, me too, man.
Like,
Yeah, me too, man.
not even just the sheer fact of the possibility of us getting together and doing a podcast in person and stuff like that, but just the sheer fact of you know moving forward and you progressing.
Yeah.
Like, that's an accomplishment in yourself, and I do wish you the best of
I yeah. Did you watch any of the gaming news lately?
luck. Let's see here. I've watched a few things. The release of the Nintendo Switch 2, which there's been some interesting things with that. Have you paid any attention?
Oh yeah. I mean, come on, GameStop. What are you doing?
Hold on. I can't blame GameStop 100% on this.
I don't know.
I have to blame, like, who packages a device like that with the screen up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just absolutely wild to me.
Um yeah, I saw the Switch 2 release, and actually my aunt and uncle who live right down the street actually got one. And actually holding it and playing with it a little, I am half tempted to go actually get one. Like trade my old one in for it. Um it does produce 4K, which is shocking when it's on the dock anyways. It does produce 4K. It is 1080 on the screen, which is still pretty awesome, but the sheer fact that that is 4K and the aspect of plugging into TV still shocks me. I'm sorry, but it is bigger than the original Switch, and it is also um, a lot more comfier to handle. I'll say.
Okay, that's good. Like, I personally haven't held it or anything like that,
Yeah, I mean
but
it's
it looks interesting. I'm curious on how well the magnets and stuff and like that are going to hold up for the hand
the
the
long
the
the long run of things.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean I can see that. But yeah, the staples in the screens, man. Come on.
Yeah, that was wild.
Did you by chance see GameStop trolling the shit out of everyone?
No, I did not. That's actually something I missed.
So when the Switch dropped, GameStop decided that, hey, we're we're just gonna start shit talking everyone. So for instance, a lot of people were talking like, hey, we bought our Switch from someone else. GameStop came out and said, we he goes, kudos, you bought a Switch from someone else. We don't care. And it's like, whoa, whoa. Homie out there just like dropped the whole sarcasm there.
Right?
Then there was the issue where they were like, oh, you sold such and such to someone else. That's cool. Let us know when you get the money. And it's like, what?
Yeah, I noticed like the day after release on Facebook Marketplace, there were Switch 2s all over the place.
Oh yeah. Well, do you know why?
Hmm.
So the reason is because there was a couple of dudes who like went out and just like pre-ordered skids upon skids of Switch 2s and then canceled their pre-orders last minute. At least that's the rumor anyways. Someone literally came out and was pre-ordering left and right and just canceled, which is why a lot of places have extra Switch 2s.
Well, that's good at the same time because like gives up people who weren't able to pre-order a chance to actually get it.
Yep.
So for the unsung hero,
Pretty much.
now I don't know. We talk about this a lot on this podcast, and I mean we're 9 episodes deep now, and every episode has had something with this in it.
We talk about Call of Duty.
We are talking about the new Call of Duty announcement of Black Ops 7.
Yeah. Where do I even start with this?
First of all, I have to say though, the trailer, mwah.
Yes, the graphics look extremely good. Way better than Black Ops 6's. Because Black Ops now let me deep dive into this one because Black Ops 6, we went from Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2, both had fantastic graphics. It was color schemes and the brightness of it was like chef's kiss. Perfect. Yes, there was like if you laid down, you can see some of the textures were kind of out
Man,
there, but chef's kiss for everything else. Then you go to Black Ops 6, and it is a fucking dumpster fire. It is so cartoony that it's yeah.
the hand. Every time I think about Black Ops 6, the one thing that always pops up, the hand glitch.
Oh yeah.
Whee!
Or or for instance, like when you look at all of it, you can tell that it's
Rushed.
cartoony. Yeah. It's horrible. But this this new game's trailer, and if the graphics are like this, holy shit. We might have some of the best. I'm not going to say the best Call of Duty. Best Call of Duty
Best
graphics wise.
looking Call of
Yes.
Duty.
Best looking, polished wise Call of Duty. Now, I'm not calling this the best Call of Duty because,
We don't know.
everyone said, yeah, we don't know for one.
And we're not going to be
Two,
that. We also talked about this in a previous stream, uh, well, previous podcast about how gamers will sit there and hype up a thing and hype up a thing, and when they're playing it, they're
oh,
dogging,
one,
dogging, dogging, and dogging.
and you know what's funny too is so I scrolled on Twitter today and if you guys go to the Asgardian pub replies, you'll find the chef's kiss of a reply to a streamer who said that. Um, but you know what's real funny is the fact that Call of Duty has Call of Duty has attracted a huge following. It's attracted a huge fan base, right?
Yep.
And then you got all these streamers who are hyping it up. This trailer launched today, and all these streamers have hyped it up. And then about 80%, 85% of them, hell, I'll even go 90% of them will hype this up. And about 2 months into the game, complain about this, this, and this. And then Call of Duty will tailor these streamers' opinions and ruin the game even more because they're trying to get these streamers to talk good. Because,
Hey,
the
Kublik,
bit.
thank you for the follow and welcome to the pub. Grab yourself
What's
an
up,
ale
Kubik?
and enjoy.
So basically, when you see this, it's like they're trying to hop up the sales. That's literally what Call of Duty is trying to do. They're putting quantity over quality. at this point. But this new trailer for Black Ops 7, the quality of this looks phenomenal
I gotta
compared to Black Ops 6.
I gotta say, whenever I saw the Black Ops 6 trailer, I was we watched it together. Remember?
Yeah,
Like it,
I pretty much said, and I'll still say to this day, it's just a copy and paste of Cold War.
like
Sorry,
when
I'm not gonna.
when I saw the trailer,
Hey,
I
much love, Kublik.
one of the things for me was the sheer fact when it comes to games, especially the announcement trailers and stuff like that. If the trailer doesn't attract my attention, why would the game? Because
Yeah.
that is one of the first focal points you see on it.
Oh, 100%. And the other big thing that I have too with this whole Call of Duty thing is, for instance, you have the Ghost of Hope, who's a huge Call of Duty leaker and a huge um, advocate for the fan base. And the fact that he came out and said Avalon was going to be more like the co-op campaign and all that fancy stuff, they kind of teased it as the battle royale for Black Ops 7. So, with that being said, Ghost of Hope came out of nowhere, pretty much out of fucking left field, and was like, "Hey, just so you guys are aware, this is not the Warzone map of Avalon. This is the co-op campaign. So don't get your hopes up of any of this." Because he goes, unless they change something, this is co-op. And literally it set a fire all over Twitter about what it is.
Now, I'm gonna bring something else up because you know me, I love referring back to our old episodes.
Oh yeah.
We also had this conversation. I think it was episode 1 or 2.
What conversation?
Did they rush this?
Oh.
Like,
I
in all honesty, like, think about this.
I
Black
don't
Ops 6, when did Black Ops 6 release?
October. It was Halloween because I was so excited to play it on Halloween.
And now they're announcing Black Ops 7?
So
Y-
I don't think this
y-
got rushed. I I don't know if this one got rushed. And the only reason why I say this, Black Ops 6 is so much in shambles content wise and um server wise that I think, in my honest opinion, all their focus got put into Black Ops 7. And with the server being, so with the trailer being as clear and almost, how would you say it? With the trailer being as clean and crisp as it was, I think they finally swapped over to Modern Warfare 3
Now,
servers.
let me ask this because this is also part of the rushing thing.
Yep.
Do you think they saw the issues with Black Ops 6 and they were going to make this a DLC? And once they saw the issues they were having, they decided we're going to turn this into its own thing?
Um,
Because think about it.
I,
Think about how in
I,
shambles Black Ops 6 is. Like, literally,
yes.
we can call Black Ops 6 the trash can of Black Ops.
Oh, one. I mean, it's, and I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for this because there was a lot of people that loved the game, but it's up there with Cold War. Honestly, 2019 was like the beginning of the new golden era of Call of Duty, and then after that, it just became a dumpster fire again. The Modern Warfare remake, the OG Modern Warfare remake, was top tier, one of my top favorite CODs. Next to, and a lot of people hate the game, and for one being a non like realistic quote unquote story or a non a non Call of Duty that follows the timeline. But Vanguard would have been up there. And I think I liked Vanguard so much was the fact that I think I liked the map plays around it. I like the uh, customization style of it, and I like and I think I just like the gunplay around it. I think that's really why I liked Vanguard so much. And granted, I hated the futuristic stuff that they added into Vanguard in the later uh, cycle of life, but I just liked the way that felt. Like Black Ops Cold War, I hated. And I think it was the cartoonish look to it, kind of like how Black Ops 6 is. And I hated the movement speeds of it. Black Ops or not Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2019 and Vanguard had some real fast movement speeds to them. Like they brought back the tactical sprint and the slide canceling was even faster in both of those games than Cold War. Um, Granted, like I said, Vanguard had a shitty campaign. It had futuristic shit that didn't need to be in it, but gunplay, movement, and color scheme, spot on. Now you guys can attack me all you want for it. That's just my opinion. Now, for the newer CODs, for everything after Black Ops 4, which is what everyone was like, oh, everything after Black Ops 4 was ass. Let's be honest here. World War II, chef's kiss. Granted, it had the supply boxes. Granted, it had the um how would you say it? It had not the standard perk system like we have in other games. But in all honesty, chef's kiss to that game too. Gunplay, fantastic. Attachments, fantastic. And then what else was there? I think the other fantastic thing about that game was oh, the kill streaks, all glorious. And that game even followed uh an actual World War II timeline. So yeah, those World War II, chef's kiss. This
Maybe.
Black Ops 7, if they went to the Modern Warfare 3 servers, if they are bringing slide canceling back like Modern Warfare 3, and if they bring wall running to this, which I know they are, they're going to bring wall running to this or a variation of wall running to this. It might be a good game. Like I don't mind if it's one or two, three steps along the wall, but if it's like
I'm
10
running across
steps,
a building.
yeah, if it's like that, I don't know how Warzone's going to feel. Just with it being Warzone, you know.
Yeah,
But
it's just one of those things. Like I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about all the possibilities that could come with this, considering it's saying it's in the future and all this type of stuff. Like, are they going to go gimmicky with the guns? Or are we going to shoot lasers? Are we going to shoot bullets? Like, is it going to be a mix of the
yeah,
both? You know, it's just there's so many questions I have for it, and it was just a release trailer. And
yeah,
the reason I have all these questions is because of the past and how they have done things. So it brought like I said, the video itself was chef's kiss. It was beautiful, well done, and for me, it opened up more questions about the game itself than just being excited over a new trailer.
yeah,
Like it definitely piqued my interest, but it's just like I'm sitting here and Is it rushed? Is it this? Is it that? Was this technically supposed to be a DLC? What brought this on? Is it because you brought in a dumpster fire of a game? And now you're
Yeah.
just like, okay, let me backtrack and bring out a different game that hopefully everybody's going to be like, okay, forget about Black Ops 6. Let's just go to Black Ops 7 and just be like, we're going to put this behind the curtain so nobody can see it. We're going to put them in the attic with a lock and feed it every 2 months.
Yeah, I honestly don't know because the whole instance of Call of Duty being a dumpster fire right now, they've got to be thinking like, "Oh shit, what are we going to do?" You know? Like the decline in the fan base right now is pretty much peaked.
I'm also curious about the sheer fact of how that's going to mess with the timeline for the other company,
Yeah. So,
which
and
I
I
kind.
saw
Oh, go
I
ahead.
saw a tweet from Call of Duty themselves that this project has been manned only by Treyarch and Raven Software, which I think is the first time in the past 3 games that's happened.
Hmm. So they're combining forces.
No, the last 3 games were all combined. So Black Ops 6, Modern Warfare 3, and Modern Warfare 2 had Treyarch, uh, Raven, uh, Infinity Ward, and Sledgehammer all on them.
Hmm.
So this is the first game in the last 3 games, I do believe, that it's just been Treyarch focused or uh, main, you know what I mean, main studio focused.
Well, if that's the case, that holds higher probability of it being decent. I'm not going to say great.
Yes.
I'm not going to say amazing. I'm not going to use any of those titles. I'm going to say because with in the past they've produced good games.
Oh yeah.
So if that's the case, and they stick to their guns on this and do it like they did in the past, we have an availability here to possibly see another top 5 Call of Duty if that's the case. And that you can quote me on that now, and later on, if it's failed, you can roast me all you want.
Yeah. And I mean, another thing too with Call of Duty rushing games out left and right, I don't know. At this point, they're money grabbing. But now that Microsoft has officially gained the rights of Blizzard and Activision, Microsoft might put a stop to that.
I would like referring back to another podcast. I would love to see these game developers put effort into these games.
Oh yeah, and if anyone's getting the whole hint of our past podcast, a lot of these points that DreadThor is bringing up have been a lot of the topics of my gripes and of my
Well,
rants.
same here. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Like I have been a Call of Duty player since day one.
Oh yeah,
I've grown up from a child to 36 years old playing Call of Duty. And I've watched it grow. I've watched the graphics change. I've watched the storylines. I've played through them all. The only Call of Duty I have not played is Black Ops 6.
and you're not missing out.
I
Modern
know.
Warfare,
Like I've
my
watched so many streamers have so many connection issues. I've watched streamers have so many glitch issues. I've
cheaters.
I've watched the cheaters in this form of Call of Duty is horrid. Like I saw your post the other day about your game, and I was
Oh
just
yeah,
like, it just had me over here shaking my head. Like I was at work, and my coworker's like, "What's wrong?" And I showed him your post, and he was like, "Yeah, I play it, and it's freaking horrible."
yeah. So if anyone hasn't seen my post, the cheat system in itself is broken. It says already reported. So if it's a blatant cheater and you're trying to report them, you can't anymore,
It's
and
stupid.
it's just horrible.
Like Call of Duty has it. it has literally been a topic of conversation for so long in the gaming industry that I would have to say it's like every few years we have that one Call of Duty that's just like, why? Why was this even brought out? Why are we sitting here taking this crap? Like, we are dedicated to this series and you're giving us this trash?
Yep.
Like, they need to, like, they need to sit down and be like, we need to give our community good games and not rushed bullshit games. You have a cult following and you're producing trash.
Oh yeah. And I think another big problem with Call of Duty is just they're not, and I've mentioned this before in another podcast, so running back to one of those, is that they're just listening to streamers' complaints rather than the players' complaints. And then when they listen to the streamers' complaints, they break the game even more because it's one of the main non-issues, and then one of the big issues pulls up, and they're like, "Oh, we'll put that on the back burner." It's like, why? But yeah. So speaking of new games as well, well, it's not really new, I should say, but the official release of Gears of War has been announced.
I heard about it. I didn't really like. I haven't had the time to really personally look into it.
So Gears of War Reloaded is coming out in. Let me get the date real fast. August 26th. And just so you guys are aware, that is for PlayStation as well now. So in my tweet, like I posted a while ago, to all my PlayStation friends and homies out there who have never played Gears of War, welcome to the COG. So you guys will finally, and I hope, and I really do hope, they bring 2 and 3 to the PlayStation as well. And I hope you, as a PlayStation base, figures out what the true meaning of Brothers Till the End is. I really do.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where I'm excited to see the game come out. I'm excited to see all the new people talking about it. I'm excited to see the revitalization of the game.
Oh yeah, and coming from a guy who loves playing Gears of War,
I was always a huge fan of the chainsaw.
oh yeah, the Lancer, loved it. Now the big thing I'm excited for is watching all these PlayStation players that are going to be playing this game for the first time complain about how OP the Nasher shotgun is. Because I'm going to be brutally honest with you, it can one tap you in up close and personal. No one really runs around with the Lancer unless you're doing support damage, and then it's just Nasher after Nasher after Nasher. Granted, you'll have that one person who is super good with the one shot, but it'll be mainly Nasher kills. Just saying. And this is coming from a guy who, like I said, is a big fan of Gears of War, things like that. The other good gun that I'm gonna secretly tell you guys is the Boltok pistol. It does one tap at headshots if you hit your reload times perfectly. Just throwing that out there. Hit your reload times perfectly with the
Don't
Boltok.
give them all the secrets now. Come on now. They gotta
Yes.
they gotta learn.
So there is a bonus in the reloads. If you hit a certain little bar, and it's little, you get a damage bonus. And it only lasts for so long, and then it goes away. So if you guys do end up buying Gears of War, you guys will have fun. The campaign is well worth it, and it is uh well played out, to be honest. The Gears of War stories, the campaigns were top tier for me, honestly. Um, some of the best storytelling in campaigns that I've played in a long time.
Yep.
And that's coming from a guy who enjoyed the first like Modern Warfare, the second Modern Warfare, and the third Modern Warfare, who all had really good stories too. And for
That
instance, the Zelda games as well all had good stories.
that's
But
another thing
this,
that has been lacking in the gaming field.
yeah, good
Storytelling.
storytelling. Yeah, good storytelling campaigns. Now we can get like into Final Fantasy, who has like amazing stories, or what's the other one that had a really good story recently? The Last of Us.
Yep. Like
Like those are all good stories.
it's not all of
But
them, but like it's just become
the AAA games, I should say, have not had any good stories.
like from the time period for me till now, I have literally watched the storytelling of games significantly drop
Yeah.
or be
So for
inconsistent. Like that's the one that gets me the most is the inconsistency in some games.
100%. The biggest thing I've seen story wise though, like that's really good, is the sorry, I've had like zero caffeine today, so I'm yawning like crazy. The biggest story that I've seen lately that has been really good is the oh god, what was that game? I think it was The Last of Us, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think that was like one of the last few good campaigns I've actually played and watched. Um, I did, however, and I'm super excited for this because I am a horror game person, a new Resident Evil, and it's going back to its roots. More horror style pop ups,
So you don't want to
which
play this at midnight with the lights off and the room dark, and you're sitting there. Next
no.
thing you know, like everybody's
And
sleeping in
there's,
the house.
yes. And honestly, it looks amazing. Like, in my opinion, I forget who the producer for Resident Evil is, but they cooked on this one because what was the last Resident Evil? Was it Biohazard?
Let's see here.
Let me see here. I think it was Biohazard. The last Resident Evil game. Oh, it was Village. Village was pretty good, but this new one might be way better. Yeah, look up Resident Evil 9 Requiem and pull up the trailer on the stream because
I can't do that. I can't. We're on Twitch.
yeah, again, just mute the sound. And there's no music either, I don't think. So you wouldn't be copyrighted for it.
Well, that and I'm trying to find the video, but
But
let's see
yeah,
here.
it's it's definitely a game that I'm intrigued to watch and play. I can send you the trailer if need be.
Well, it's a sheer fact. Let's see here. I can do this. Copy.
Let's see here.
Oh, I didn't send the link like I wanted it
Here, I got you. Wampus. Nameplates Volume 2. Oh, they brought some new nameplates into this.
to. Can you send me the link on Discord so that way I can pull it up there and hopefully it'll pop up?
Let's see here. There it is. Resident Evil 9. It's on IGN's website.
Well, I have the YouTube for it, but it's not showing up like a link in Discord.
Um, Trailer. There we go. Yeah, there's no music, so you should be good for it.
Send me the link.
Yep. Um, Copy.
At Freddy's, we put
But
a little
yeah,
extra
this
effort.
game looks absolutely phenomenal, and I am hyped for it. I'm not gonna lie, I am.
Give me just a second, guys. I got to mute the thing because it's got ads on here. So give me one moment. They can't hear you right now. You. Go
Oh,
ahead and
I
mute.
see.
Sir.
I was gonna say, can you pull it up in a side channel?
Let's see here.
Kind of like a little box.
Let's see here. Damn it. Where is it?
Should just be able to click open.
Pause this real quick and give me just a second.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they brought back the and it's Capcom as their main guy or main producer. Um, let's see here.
Properties.
Yeah, I forget his name now.
Give me just a second. Working on this.
Here, I'll just share my screen.
No, don't do that.
Okay. It's all good. If you guys want, go check out the trailer. I was gonna have him pop it up, but it's all right.
I got it. It's just I had to figure it out.
There we go. So yeah, this trailer looks absolutely amazing. No ads. Check it out.
Yeah, I don't get ads.
Yeah. You can just pop it up above our.
That's what I
There
did.
you go. There you go. Just like that. So yeah, this game looks absolutely amazing.
Oh, son of a gun.
Got to add the audio.
Hold on just a second. See if I can move this over here.
DreadThor's a little rusty, guys. It's okay.
There we go.
There's
Are you
no
talking?
audio. Oh wait, yeah, there is.
I just had to move it around because if I had that screen up, it took our faces away. So I had to move it over to the other screen.
Yeah, there's no audio from the video.
That's because I have it muted for our other thing. So you're not going to hear audio, guys.
Gotcha. But yeah, this game looks absolutely amazing, and it's definitely going to be one of my games to go buy.
Looks crisp.
It does, and it's definitely going to be weird. I haven't played any of like the Resident Evil games in a while, so I couldn't tell you how it's going to tie the whole storyline in. but I did play the first Resident Evil, which is like one of the best ones, in my opinion. The original Resident Evil, and I had it on GameCube.
I still have my GameCube.
I do too. I still have the GameCube. I still have the NES, the SNES, and a PS2. I thought about hooking up the PS2 and playing a lot of the games that I used to play and throwing them up on the stream. Because let's be honest here, Burnout 3 was fantastic.
I mean, if you want to see that, just go to some neighborhoods.
Burnout? No, have you ever played Burnout?
I was making a joke.
I know, but have you ever played Burnout?
Really?
Need for Speed? No, Burnout was amazing.
Asking an OG gamer, you ever played Burnout? You ever drink water?
Yep.
Okay.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Does it use a bunny to wipe its butt?
Yeah. But no. So I'm excited for these up and coming games. Gears of War E-Day also got a release date, which is fantastic. That releases next year. And so you'll definitely be seeing me on that and playing it. They haven't released like an official date other than 2026. And I am currently wondering if they're gonna bring in oh god, I can't think of his name. He was the original maker of Gears of War. But I know he's been hinting tweets at Microsoft and all that to bring Gears of War back to its glory. Let's see here. Cliff Bleszinski was his name. Yep. But yeah, and I honestly don't have a rant this year
This
week either. Yeah, this time around. I don't have a rant.
Wow. Mark it in the calendar, guys. 6/8/2025. Loki has no rant.
No, I mean I've been hanging around a bunch of people. Well, let me rephrase that. I do have a rant. If you're gonna tell someone that you're gonna be in a tournament with them, and then decide because they play a little different compared to you, and then back out, that's kind of shitty, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree
And then
100%. If you make a commitment with a group of people to do something, unless it's an emergency or something like that, or there's a severe falling out, stick your grounds and do it.
I mean, to me, if you're gonna be acknowledging that you are gonna be a part of this team and then back out because play styles are different, that's kind of shitty.
Well, here's another thing. As everybody already knows that you're talking about yourself on this.
Yep.
He's not the one that backed out, but
No.
have you played with these people for a while?
Oh yeah, I've played with them multiple times. I mean, we've all played together before.
So
and
they knew your playstyle prior to this.
Yeah. So the issue that came to be was last night we were playing a practice round, and I'm like, all right, let's get to this building here. And then all I hear is somebody goes, no, Bo wants to go fight this team here. And we get annihilated by this team. And it's like, why are we pushing a team who has been fortified in this spot with their loadout and we're on the outside and they're on the inside. What kind of sense does that make? Like I am the conservative side of a Warzone player. Like I will wrap with circle. I will find a spot in the middle of circle and push my way there to control that spot, to know I have the position to fight off anyone pushing in. And even if the circle has me in the center here, but the next circle it has me like on the almost on the outskirts of that circle, I'm still going to push my way inwards and get to a building that's in the center, and I will fight any team and fortify myself up in that position. The style they were playing was, oh, we see a team, let's push them, and it's like, yes, we can, but they're fortified already in that position with probably bouncing Betties or blast traps or anything like that. And it's like, let's not. Another instance about it last night was I dropped a precision. I'm driving a vehicle. Start this off. I'm driving a vehicle. Two of the 4 seats were filled by my teammates with me driving. So that left one seat open in that vehicle. I swapped seats real fast to drop a PA on top of a building where I know a team is and they're going to try shooting at us. I dropped a PA there, which, if anyone knows in Warzone logic, that is precision airstrike. I hop back in the driver's seat and hit the gas. Next thing you know, all I hear is, hey, there's a team here, let's push it. Both of them hop out and start shooting, and then we all end up dying. Because I'm like, wait, what? Like, I'm lost in the moment. So I'm like, all right, I jump out, try helping them push a team. Because he was like, hey, there's 2 dudes here, let's push it. So 3v2. We can win that. We have the better odds. No, it was a full team there. And then they tried blaming me for the deaths because they decided they wanted to push out rather than push into circle to the center. So, yeah. That was supposed to be my team for the World Series of Warzone. As everyone knows, that is no longer happening. And yeah.
I even offered to knock the rust off and join them.
Yeah, he did. But at this point, it's like we're too late into the game now to even get new teammates, is how I look at it. We only got 2 weeks of practice, and I've been practicing with these guys for a couple weeks now. Yeah. It's kind of shitty. And they're like, our play style is different. We're going to go find a different player. And it's like, okay, you can go find a different player, but what if that player's play style doesn't mix up with you? It's like you're pretty much running into the same thing. And to give me an example of last year's World Series of Warzone, saying we didn't really pair well with the last person, but we almost made it. It's like, yeah. So you're telling me that you played last year's World Series of Warzone with a player that did not match your play style anyways and almost made it, when you have me, who's a passive aggressive player, dropping 7 to 8 kills per match. It's like, okay, I'm getting us the kills and the points. I mean, for instance, last night, I played so conservatively, my teammates died 4 times in a ranked game who didn't speak a lick of English. Well, come to find out they did speak English, but they were speaking Spanish the whole time. Like, I couldn't understand them until like one of his teammates died, so I dropped him my money. He bought his teammate back. Then they died again, and I had to work my way to get both of them back again. And I literally stayed in the center of zone shooting enemies, and I always placed myself right near a buy station because I knew that, hey, there's going to be a team pushing this buy station at some point to probably buy a team back. So I put myself in these buildings right by these buys every time that were close to the center of the circle. Sure enough, here comes person after person after person. I eventually earned up enough money to buy them back and a Lodi. We grabbed the Lodi and we won. I hit platinum last night. So the sheer fact of like I'm more of the conservative style that will get you back when needed if you're gonna push, kind of
But
just
I
shows.
think that's one reason me and you did so well together when we were doing ranked. You know,
Yeah, because
like
you and I would hit what, plat 2, plat 3, almost diamond.
it doesn't matter like the game either. Like we remember when we did the Fortnite thing and we
Oh
hit
yeah,
fucking platinum in one day.
yeah. I mean, the conservative style play is probably always going to be the best. Yes,
Like
it matters on
Loki
point.
is definitely a more conservative player than I am. I'm conservative to a point, but I'm also the type if I know my teammate has my back, which Loki always does, I'm able to be a bit more aggressive in my personal playstyle,
Yeah,
which is what I find fun.
yeah,
So
and to me, like I don't care if you're aggressive player or if you're a conservative player. I'm playing the play. Like I'm gonna be competitive. Don't get me wrong. So if you want to talk and say like, hey, I'm gonna get more kills than you. I'm gonna start playing a little more aggressive, but I'm still gonna be conservative. But I'm still going to outscore you on kills. And he did, and I'm not gonna say the person's name, but they did not like that part about me. They were like, "You're too competitive," blah blah blah, and it's like, okay, I'm too competitive,
and you want to
but
enter a tournament and what?
yeah, they want to do a tournament, and they're like, "You keep trying to go for kills," and blah blah blah, and it's like, but in the tournament, the kills are your points, the placement is your multiplier.
Now
Make
I'm gonna
make it
read
make
this. I'm
sense.
gonna read this to y'all because he's got a very good point here. As all games play trios, scoring 1 kill equals 1 point. For every kill you get 1 point. First place gets 2 times points. Second through fifth gets 1.8 times points. Sixth through 10th, 1.6. 11th through 20th, 1.4. 21st through 35, 1.2, and 36th through 50th, 1 times.
Yeah,
So it matters where you place. It matters how many kills you get because the more points and kills you have, the better the odds you're going to have as you go forward.
yeah, and I kind of threw it out there just to be that person, and I was gonna try building a team, but I posted on Twitter last night shouting out DJ Jackson, who is, if you guys don't know, he is a huge kick partner, and that is Sergeant Jackson. He's over there with Regiment GG, and one of Freshen Up's partners and one of our great friends, Crow Gaming. I shouted those two out and was like, "Hey, if you guys don't have a World Series of Warzone team, let's build one." And both of them are both good members of Regiment.
You notice he didn't say anything about DreadThor.
I mean, it's trios. It was a last minute hoorah trying to push that, and being that both of those guys both stream Call of Duty, might as well ask. I didn't want to pull you out of retirement and shake that rust loose because I don't know, a bolt or two might lose. But
You
yeah,
know,
so,
I will say
so that
this.
was
Uh, after this, after this is over, I'm going to go on my personal stream with Loki, if he has time, because he's an old man, and try and play a couple matches of Warzone.
yep. I've got a hour or two in, so we can do that. Um, so to lastly put this off and out there, I've got a challenge.
I've been hearing about this for 4 hours now.
Yep. So DreadThor, what is your current weight?
I don't know exactly at this current time. Between 240 and 250,
Okay, so I'm 200. What's your goal?
200.
200, so 50, and I'm trying to get to 150. First one to lose 50 pounds buys a tub of Freshen Up.
All right.
Deal.
That, okay, that gives us a little bit of incentive.
Oh yeah. So, because I need to lose the weight,
Now,
I
is this a timed thing, or is it just to whoever loses it first?
whoever loses it first. It's not a time thing.
Alrighty.
But yeah, so we both have 50 pounds to lose and get back to our normal weights.
Guess I better finish these last 3 beers, huh?
DreadThor's gonna try outdoing me.
What do you mean? I've been working out.
Exactly, I haven't.
I'm already one step ahead.
So, yep. So, on that note, guys, every week we'll do an update and see where we're at.
Yeah, we will. We'll make sure to post them on Twitter and stuff like that. I will get some photos here in the next couple days, frontal and side view, which Loki will do the same thing since he wants to throw stuff at me. In
Ah,
shorts, no shirt,
no shirt. Oh
no
boy.
shirt,
Okay.
front and side,
All right. We can
and
do that.
I will take a picture of the scale and edit out the toes.
He doesn't want to give my secret love life away.
and
Nope.
we'll start it up.
Yep, sounds good.
But yeah, until next time, guys, I want to say thank you all for tuning in. It was greatly appreciated to have your support.
Hey, and before we end it, I just want to say thank you to all of our new subscribers out there for subbing to the channel over there on YouTube, because we went up two subscribers, and I just want to say thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. We do appreciate it. It's so amazing. Like
So
it I'm gonna go on a mini rant.
go ahead.
We had met through some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
We
don't
went
remind me.
through a bunch of BS. And out of all that BS, I made a brother. You know, and through that, we have talked and talked and talked. We've had people in calls with us say, "You guys need to start a podcast about all the stuff you guys talk about." Me and Loki talked about starting a podcast, and real life happens. We all want you to know real life happens, and we're not going to blame anybody if they can't watch. We're not going to don't blame us if we can't get our stream out there every single week and stuff like that. We are real life people. We have full-time jobs outside of this, and things happen.
Yep.
Um we actually planned to start this podcast last year,
Multiple times too.
and it was like I had something come up. Then whenever I was free, Loki had something come up, and when he was free, I had something else come up. And this year we were finally like, F everything else. We're getting this started. And we went from streaming this on my personal to making its own channel, making the YouTube channel, getting the Spotify going, and watching it grow. And, y'all supporting us, tuning in weekly or watching the YouTube or listening to it through Spotify means a lot.
Yep.
And it actually pushes us more to be able to send this information out to you. And always remember this, everybody. If you want a topic talked about, feel free to put it in the comments. Come to the live stream. If you want to be here when we are talking about stuff, feel free to comment in the live stream about your thoughts of what we're talking about. Or if you're on the YouTube, comment down there and put your thoughts of what you think of the topics that we talked about.
Yeah.
We would love to hear your feedback. I know I have a couple people at my job that listen to us on a regular basis, and I haven't had the opportunity to tell Loki, so I'll just tell you now. He's like, I love your podcast. Every week it gets better and better. The amount of heart that we put into our conversations and the stuff that we are talking about really appeals to them. And we are bringing news that they didn't know about because like they're gamers and stuff, but they're full-time workers. They don't have the time to research what new stuff is coming out or or the weird stuff that's going on in the gaming industry. And they love that.
Yeah.
So just big shout out to everybody. It's very nice to see something that Loki and myself are passionate about and growing.
Yep. And yeah, again, thank you guys. It's much appreciated.
And if you would like to see updates or Loki's rants on Twitter or follow along with this weight loss challenge, check out the Asgardian Pub on X. Check out Loki on X. Check out me on X. And, follow along. If you want to give us suggestions on topics, hit up the Twitter. That's the best way to do it. Hit us up on Twitter and give suggestions for the next podcast.
Yeah.
We'll take them in.
Yep. And if you guys want to suggest anyone that you would want to be on the podcast, let us know. We'll try getting them on.
Yeah, we would love to get more guests onto the channel. And, the last time we did it, we had a blast. And we also really love meeting new people. So,
yep.
but yeah.
So,
once again, I'm DreadThor. I'm the
I'm
Bearded
Loki.
Wonder.
And I'm Loki, like usual.
The baby face.
Yep.
And until next time, guys, have a good drink.
Have a good one.
Take care.